The following Let's Play has been rated for mature audiences only. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found, Mwahaha! Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, I was trying to salvage the game's battle system, battle balancing, by going on and continuing the trading quest to help Max find his stashes of money to reopen his shops, because I figure what would help would be having better equipment. I've already found the parts to build this machine to do that. We're actually going to finish our quest today. Well, sort of. I imagine this quest involves those other two scanner things. But we'll get to those some other time. First, let's go ahead and scan this here coat wire. Let's see, coated wire has been scanned. You have successfully scanned the items and produced a blueprint for Chester. And there's a blueprint on there now. Guess info. No, guess not. Do I read the blueprint? You have already made the metal detector. I have? Is it in my inventory? Metal detector. No. Maybe I talked to her. Info is not doing anything. That scares me. Hey, I've seen that you've been fighting in the wilds of Lembria. Don't forget that I can use an assortment of magic types in that field. Just ask and I'll make up a good excuse to tell Chester. I've got 1,000,000 of them. Oh, and whenever I'm out in the field I find these things. They taste awful, but they restore magic points. Here, you can take one. Alright, thanks. That's gonna be useful for whenever my healer needs to use more than one healing spell. Now that I just don't understand. How much does MP increase each level? Alright, so... wait. Alright, so it goes to that message. So, one of those context sensitive things. And also, this is one of those louder songs. How about help? Oh, there we go. Hooray! You've made the blueprints for the metal detector. Just give me a few moments and I'll have a working model put together for you. Moment, 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 moment. Okay, here you go. One brand new metal detector. You can find the money Pop needs to open the armor and shop with that. The armor shop. Awesome! That's what I need, totally. You can also use it to find the parts for the sonar console. Okay, yeah. Hey, you're doing great, but you still have some scanning to do. Awesome. So I got the metal detector. Well, first off, where is it? Okay, here it is. Now the question is, how do I use it? Well, first things first. We need to go outside of town to find the parts for the thing. To find the first stash of money. So I'm gonna gather another party, which brings me back to the one thing that I said would help the game balance out a little bit more, is trying to find a better team. First off, my dog is invaluable because he's got a lot of HP. I'm also gonna wait until night and get Brogan on my team. But aside from that, not sure who to bring. I'll have to experiment some. Alright, here's somebody who can join my party. The guard down here in the jail. The blue guard. Or purple. Purple, yeah. Let me guess. You want me to join you? Yes, Lars, I would like you to join me. What happens if I ask him again? I'm not taking chances with that. It's probably going to glitch out again like it does with the dog. So, no, I'm not doing that. I'll test it out after Brogan joins. Oh wait, I can't test it out after Brogan joins, because it'll be nighttime then, and Lars is not around during the night. Oh well, I'll test it on Brogan then. Just gotta wait for it to be night. By the way, somebody was asking me what a solar flare was. Or not a solar flare, a solar lens flare. What a lens flare was. And let's stare at the sun for a bit and I'll show you. Alright, never mind. I guess I won't be showing you. I guess because of all the cloud cover, the lens flare doesn't activate, even though we can clearly see the sun. By the way, as a reminder, the solar panel, I got that from Duggan the dwarf who lives in that house over there. I mean, it was the very first thing we had to trade for, so you can't miss it. Max actually instructs us to go straight to Duggan's house. Alright, the stars are out now, so, what's his name should be here now. Let's get him to join my party. You need me to come with you? I'd love to, but according to the laws of this town, no armed bands are allowed within these walls. So I'll meet you outside the gate. Alright. Oh, that reminds me, I'm supposed to talk to him or something. No? No armed bands. I don't know. Obright said that he was going to inform me about how monsters are arranged, but maybe not. Maybe he was talking about somebody else. I'm going to save. And then after that, I'm going to try to get him to join me again and see what that does. Alright, what does that do? Hey, you already have a full battle party. There's no room for me. Well, maybe I'll catch you on your next adventure. Alright, so probably if I double ask anybody in town, I'm going to assume this. I'm going to assume that if I double join anybody in town, it's going to be like the dog where even though the person's already in my party, it's still going to count and then I wouldn't be able to get a full party. Next thing I'm going to do is go to bed and get daytime to come. Even though Brogan's a night person, I've also got people in my party who are day people, so whatever. There's really no avoiding it. Somebody is going to be going with me on the field when they're supposed to be asleep. But I want it to be daytime because I want to try to get some information on where exactly it would be useful to be using this metal detector. I think that one girl near my enemy has some information, so I'll start with her. And it's kind of convenient because she happens to be nearby anyway. Okay, can we get lens flare like this? Where's the sun? There it is. Alright, do you see that effect right there with this effect? Do you see that? Those rings appearing on my screen? Kind of hard to get it to happen because there are clouds in the way, but that is lens flare. The sun is reflecting on the camera's lens. Let's see, Max wound up going to jail that night for public drunkenness, and the next day the parts to that invention were missing. I think at least some of the parts are around the jail, but the night they let Max out, he also went to church, so who knows. What is that telling me? Is that telling me where other parts might be? Gonna have to keep that in mind. In any case, that's not entirely helpful for getting out into the world and finding a stash of money. But that might mean that one of the parts is inside the church for the next invention. I'll check later. Do you have any information on... Let's see, I'm counting on you, don't let me down. Oh, and if Chester doesn't answer the door, just keep knocking. Oh, that. Yeah. Information. Not helpful. Can I get information from Chester? Alright. First stash, he was on a bury kick, so the parts for the Sonar console are probably buried near town somewhere. I think I know where that is, and it's partly RPG Maker 3's fault. So as a reminder, whenever you're near an event like this guy, you see that icon up there? That will appear at an active event. Even if the event doesn't have a graphic, if it's invisible, there's an event. And as an example of that, we go into Max's house, and we'll see that icon pop up in a few different spots. Right? Like, where is it? Right here. Unless this is a treasure chest. Is it the treasure chest? If I turn around, it disappears and... Nope. Bad example. But anyway, it appears on active events even if the event is not supposed to be seen. And there was a spot near town where that icon appeared. So I'm betting that the spot I'm supposed to dig at is that spot. If I wasn't aware that that spot was there, though, I wonder, would I be able to figure this out? Well, near town is definitely a nice clue. So at the very least, that would encourage me to not venture too far out of town. I'd probably just be doing like this. I'd be crawling around the edge of the plateau and then searching around the middle until eventually I came to... It's right over here, I think. The metal detector has sensed something under the ground here. Will you dig in this spot? Yes. You found Maximilian's first stash of money. Yay! Well, I guess I didn't need to gather a party to come hunting for stuff. But you know, as long as I'm out here, I might as well find out how good this party is. Let's do it! And then let's eat. I'm hungry. Come on, let's get this over with. And that. Now, according to Obright, this area out here is going to have weaker monsters than that area over there. Kind of confusing, because in the map editor, you could definitely tell that it was different types of ground, but here, not so much. Unless... it seems rockier over there, but it also has a lot of beach. Is it just because the ground is close to the water level? Because beach ground is kind of automatic. As you can see over there with the grass. So let's see here. Brogan has 60 HP and Lars has 59 HP. That's an improvement. That means they could survive a couple more attacks than, well, they can survive one more attack than the other team. I'll check their spells later. I've been recording for a while already. I'm probably going to have to split this into 2 episodes, as usual. At the very least, I have succeeded in finding the first stash of money. And it's an important stash of money because it is going to get us the armor shop. And my gosh, we could use some armor. Oh, I gotta say, I love the entrance to this town as you're coming up passing these statues and this tree overhead. I like that. RPG Maker 3 can look pretty nice if you know what you're doing. Good work! With this, I can open one of my shops, the armor shop to be exact. Here is your payment as promised, and here is a key to the shop. You're doing great! You've opened 1 store and you only have 2 left to go. I know you can do it. Awesome. So, let's see, where's the armor shop? Wait, is this the armor shop? Yes. Kind of interesting that you can't just tell the shop to be unlocked all of a sudden. Also, treasure chest. Food item? No, it's another good harp. You can find more than one of those? I guess so. No, wait. It was a great harp I found, wasn't it? So the good harp, probably finding it isn't actually going to affect anything. Assuming things are programmed correctly. Alright. Who's shopping today? How about the only person who's in my party right now? Redundancy! Now, unfortunately, I cannot read any of this because the saturation is ridiculous. But I assume that this stuff is pretty good based on the prices they're worth. Actually, that's some pretty expensive stuff. I might have to complete a few more quests before I'm able to afford more stuff for adventuring. Either that or I can sell the holy token. I'm gonna save that as a last resort. But yeah, we have the armor shop open now, so whenever we gather another party and I need to get better equipment, I can come here. Now, as I stated before, unfortunately, since I can't actually have people in my party within town, that means that I won't actually know how good any of this stuff is. I'm pretty much going to have to buy blindly, which probably means I'm going to buy something and then equip it and see if it's good, and if it's not good, reset the game, buy something else. I mean, we have several different items here, a few different items that are the same price, $1,100. Alright, I think I can read this. That one's a cuirass of some sort. Holy chainmail, holy plate mail. Not sure what the difference between the chainmail and plate mail is. Probably one person can not equip the other, basically. So, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of guesswork. If there were enough memory in this game, there could be a person to decide saying who can equip what. But of course, RPG Maker 3, memory limitations. And it's all because of the RAM of of the PS2. Because the standard memory card for PlayStation 2 is 8 megabits, or is it 8 megabytes? It's one or the other, it's 8 megs. And RPG Maker 3's save data only takes a quarter of that. So it's not so much an issue of space on the memory card, but it's an issue of space on the PlayStation 2 itself. $1860 gold. Isn't that what I have now? I thought he was supposed to give me money. But anyway, all the information on the memory card is loaded onto the PlayStation 2's memory right now. Along with that, we have this map rendered. That's more memory. And then on the world map, which has a lot of customization, even though it's still kind of limited, that takes up a lot of memory. So the reason that RG Maker 3 has such a limited amount of memory is because the PlayStation 2 can only handle so much. Anyway, next time, I'm not entirely sure what I'll do. Maybe I'll continue the trading quest and get another shop open. I mean, the weapons shop would be nice, but then again, the armor shop has such expensive stuff. I'd probably want to finish buying stuff for that place first. What is the other shop? There's two more shops. We got max weapons, and the third one is jewelry. So I guess that's accessories of some sort. Would probably be actually some useful accessories. So let's see here. What are my options? Go on the trading quest. I could start on the cooking quest some more, because in order to continue trading, some of the stuff I have to trade for is for the cooking quest. And that was the very first quest I accepted. But my gosh, the cooking quest sounds so dang complicated. There's also archaeology. And archaeology is going to require me to go out into the world and do stuff on the world map some more. Well, since I have a better grasp about what I'm supposed to be doing out there, and also I have an armor shop now, I can probably go ahead and do the next archaeology quest. In fact, yeah, I need to find out if this armor's any good anyway, right? Next time, we're going to put this game's battle balancing to the test. I'll see ya then.